Well, that's a respectable amount of resources. Let's see if I can upgrade all of these. Okay, so the ones we definitely want to upgrade: strength, dexterity, speed. Okay, so it looks like money is going to be a bit of a limitation on some of these. The thing is, oh god, no, what have I done? Where's the market? Here's the market. Okay, I think the market's going to be the one structure we pull out of there. Because that's going to be a problem. Put a couple of these things around. There we go. Okay, because yeah, I am going to want to be able to sell this amount of wheat. There we go. That solves our money issues. But we don't have enough stone. To be entirely honest, stone mine. No, they're both level 3. Interesting that they just have... Oh. I can rotate them, of course. That probably bothered somebody. There we go. Okay, that's at least halfway nice looking. So let's just do a quick harvest, get some stats here, and go on a run. So what kind of build are we even going for today? I have no idea, to be honest. Alright, can't upgrade any of these. Yeah, it seems like we're kind of low on resources. There's a very real possibility we're going to hit kind of an upper cap on some of these, and that's okay by me. Did I want to empty nester? Ghost. The problem is Ghost isn't very good for what I want to do here. I mean, do we want to just do cohabitants, flagellant? Yeah, let's go for this. Oh, flagellant's already done this. Okay, so let's do cohabitants. Pair them with, okay. Yeah, can't do physicist. Who has... Nobody starts with the laser? No, cogitator starts with the laser. But we can't do that because that limits what I can do. Alright, in that case, let's just do embedded. Balls always pierce enemies until they hit a wall. That should be good. Alright, and we are going fungal forest fast. Goal on this one? Perfect. We're going maggots. Let's see. I'm gonna grab the ever-flowing goblet. There's a couple of builds that I can kind of go for on this one. Obviously, messy. Ye gods. So one nice part about raising my stats to the degree that I have, I don't think that's gonna help me much. Shoot. Will it? No, I don't think so. I could. I mean, why not? What else is it going to combine into? My fire rate has gone up, I think, dramatically. And so, hopefully we're not getting stuck as much as we were. Okay, so the problem is, I need lasers. Let's see. Could bother with that. Well, there's one of the 2 lasers. Go for the evolution. We are... maggots. Gross. But yeah, previously, I think runs like this were having issues getting all the baby balls out so they could fire the regular balls. Let's see. None of these are what I'm looking for. Do I just banish them? I think so. I was really hoping for vertical. Could go for the radiant feather. Do I benefit from it? No, but I don't not. And the extra speed is nice. The only problem is we are going to need those wings. Maybe. Okay. What am I looking for? I mean, the answer is vertical laser. Ow. We have a fusion. Go for the fission. Ugh. I should find something to go with the plague, I guess is the easy answer. Well, there's baby rattle and the vertical ball, and I don't know which of those I would have preferred in that situation. Vertical laser for sure. We needed that evolution. This orb is going to be squandered. Or is it? Really depends on if I can get just enough experience here. Ow, ow, ow. Evolution. I mean, we could. We don't need Holy Laser. Like, Holy Laser is good, don't get me wrong. It's very impressive on a visual level. But Radiation Beam might be just about as good, just due to that status effect. It's just not going to have quite as much coverage, and it might not be as visually appealing. Yeah, I think I'm going to give that a shot. Really curious what would happen if you had 2 Radiation Beams as well. Like, I'm still kind of hung up on the idea of... bad... kind of hung up on the idea of potentially getting... Well, it's okay. The next couple fusion orbs I'm going to be able to use. Fusing the same thing together just to see if you get a, like, interesting or enhanced version of it. Okay, so what do we want to combine with the egg sac propagator? I could just do darkness. Because it already destroys itself. Okay, let's go for cornucopia. Oh, right, and I should be going for a fusion. But cornucopia is good. Okay. Have an evolution. Yeah, let's start the voluptuous egg sac. I mean, if I wanted a run that just involved, like, an absurd amount of balls, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go for the dark ball. And we're winning hard. It's mostly just the question of, are the baby balls going to fire off the radiation laser, or are they just going to have the radiation laser effect? I'm a dip. Whatever. Clicked the wrong thing. Hello. So obviously this is going to hurt me. And now kind of begs the question of, would I actually be better off fusing these two first? Instead? Possibly. Okay. Max it out. Definitely taking some damage. I think we have to answer this question. Area of effect from radiation beam inflicts... Nope, it's working. Okay. Because that's a hell of a lot of rad lasers. Oh my god. I'm actually... This is going to sound kind of silly. I actually think the radiation beam might be better because it's attacking on the diagonal. Holy laser doing the up and down is good. But yeah, it doesn't apply the increased damage status effect. Oh, this is good fun. I'm not going to be able to make a YouTube thumbnail off of this, though. I can tell you that much. Do you want to grab the rubber headband? Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of this guy if we can. As they are going to hit me, maybe. They did. Yeah, the direct damage isn't particularly amazing. Maybe. It's more just kind of on a group hit, shred everything perspective. Which, it be doing. Alright, there's the bandage roll. That was the thing I was hoping for. So now we fire even more baby balls. Every time we kill anything. It's not the biggest healing. But, it's certainly fascinating to look at. I guess what I should probably do is actually start aiming at the back instead. It's difficult to see anything, though. Yeah, I guess I must have got my last orb. That's okay. We didn't need to fuse the voluptuous egg sac into anything. I guess we could try and do both of this build. You can actually see my lasers through the hole in the environment there. Oh, that's funny. Sure, let's get Cell. Well, it's a light show. The other trick that would be extremely silly, maybe a little hard to pull off, would be both laser. Oh, that is very fun to watch. I think because it is on the diagonal, it just gets that nice little visual effect. Look at it go. Made the Rad Roach disco. It's definitely not deleting this guy as fast as some of the other builds I've pulled off, but I'm kind of indifferent. Well, that was satisfying. Okay, so DPS on that, surprisingly, only 1,151. It was that's really cornucopia. It was doing the big damage. I've had a lot of people specifically suggesting builds and things that other players, like other streamers, have made. It's always fascinating seeing that kind of, I don't want to say parroting effect, but it's like, I saw this other person do it, you should do it too. I think it's kind of to share the joy of it, but it's always fascinating to me how ardent some of those suggestions can become. Okay, what do we want to do? We haven't done anything with the empty nester. There are not a lot of balls that just do big damage, are there? Well, we haven't taken Makeshift Sisyphus in. Do we want to do the classic torch everything Makeshift Sisyphus? Yeah. I mean, if it's going to hand it to me on a silver platter, I'm not going to say no. We're going for Overgrowth Sun. I've seen a lot of people, the reason why I bring up the whole, like, you know, parroting other builds that, like, other creators have come up with, is very specifically, I've seen a lot of people being like, no, it should be Flash and Black Hole. Even though from my own experience, Flash is worse than Sun, I'd have to do comparisons. Okay, this actually is going to be a bit of an issue for me. But I've already got the combo, so yeah, let's just get a laser up in here. Just for a little bit more damage. Okay. Get the fire up. Snag this. I think I'm going to go for the sun first. Just because that's going to give us the most amount of group clear damage. Okay. Sandstorm. I don't think we want any of these. I'm going to banish Ghost Ball. We're just not going to use it. Let's go for the Silver Blindfold, as that gives us just crit damage. Because most of these enemies are going to be blind. Okay. More fire. Do I banish wind? I think I'm going to banish wind. I don't think we're using it. Okay. Then we grab overgrowth. But yeah, the reason why I think flash is worse, and I could be wrong on this one, but flash fires off on a every 1.4 second basis, whereas I should be leveling up my sun and overgrowth. The sun is every second that it triggers. Flash, I think, is even better, technically, as flash specifically gives triggers every time it hits. Let's go for Fleet Feet just in case. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to grab? Like, there's a very silly world where I try and compare Overgrowth Sun to the Holy Laser maggots. I don't know how viable that is. Okay. Here we go. Pick up the fusion reactor, combine these two, and now we're going to be popping off. Grab the cell. So I need one more laser and then we're good to go on this build. I say build with some trepidation because... Yeah, I do think Flash might be the better one if you want to trigger something quickly. We have a fusion, but not a good one. Mad fission. Horizontal laser. Okay. Assuming we can get the levels that we need, which is possible. Evolution, maggot. Let's see. Gonna banish those. I should probably grab a bunch of random things. Okay, I need exactly one level. Get a holy laser. Evolution, holy laser. Now we just need to do is get both of those up to level 3. Unfortunately, I don't think these two builds are the most synergistic, as they are very much going to be competing with each other for screen space. I mean, okay, screen space maybe isn't the right word. They're going to be competing with each other to see who can get the most amount of kills, and so I think that's going to make it worse for the maggot. Really wish I had more banishes. Damn it. It's fine. Well, do we want to grab Midnight Oil just because? Sure. And there's our fusion. Maggot Holy Laser. So, time to find out which of these is more effective. It might honestly be the Holy Laser. Dodge incoming attacks, eh. I don't know. Let's just grab Lover's Quiver. A little bit of survivability. Let's see. Go for the bleed. Because why not? probably try and take this guy out if I can. Yeah, I'm just going to pick up random balls. Oh, did we just double full clear? I think we did. That's nuts. Let's get some lightning up in here. The extra balls are mostly just for smashes of extra DPS, nothing more. Wow, okay. I don't know, man. I think the Maggot Holy Laser is probably the play. That was freaking fast. Okay, so that was Overgrowth Sun, 14,000 DPS. Okay, I'll eat my words. This is better. 40,000 DPS on the Maggot Holy Laser. That's nutty. I'd say shame I got it at the very end, but no, I didn't. I got it at like the last third of the game, and it was enough to wipe everything out to the point where there was nothing left. Okay, well. Now what? Let's see, who has not completed the Fungal Forest? We haven't finished with the Jungle, or Juggler. We haven't done Radical and Cogitator in a while, or Tactician. But they're also extremely low level, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Do Empty Nester and Warrior? Fast ++ scares me, but hey. Okay, so what kind of really silly build do I want to go for? Have I ever made Leech work? Not really. Okay, I have an idea, not a good one. Go for Fleet Feet. Yeah, so this is going to be a bit trickier. I don't know how much damage I'm going to be chucking, and obviously we don't have baby balls to rely on. But so be it. Alright, let's get Vampire in this mix. I think it was Vampire that we needed. I should have checked if it's Vampire or Darkness to make the Ghost. I think it's both. Let's see. Don't care too much. Definitely not going Mosquitoes again. We've learned our lesson. Let's see. Banish. We do stuff like the Ethereal Cloak. Yeah. I might as well go for that. Okay. There's the Feather. We have an evolution. Leech. Attach a leech to enemies. 2 stacks of bleed per second. Then we want to do... just banish that. Then we want to do... we just snag the Feather? No, let's... or... let's get the Vamp Ball maxed out. Okay, so my damage actually isn't doing half bad, which is kind of wild to me. Work on Leech, work on Ethereal Cloak. Let's just get Leech. An evolution. Soul Sucker passes through enemies, stealing health, reducing their attack damage. Only applies once per enemy, which is like... I still kind of question whether or not the Soul Sucker is good. But, eh. Do I want to grab Wind? Yeah. Wind slows enemies down by a little bit and gives us some damage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this orb to do what I want it to do. There it is. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted it to do. Whatever. At least we didn't waste it on, like, level 1 fission. That always sucks. I hate it when that happens. Okay, damage is looking good. Do we want to just do freeze? Sure. Do I want to do poison? Sure. Strangely, this is working. Better than expected. Got an evolution available. Good Wings of the Anointed. Okay, this hurts. I was not expecting them to get as speed boosted as they are. I'll figure it out. Okay. So Fusion, Leech, and Soul Sucker. Sadly, no cool special effects. Which I'm a little disappointed by. Yeah, we're just kind of going for a whatever build. There's no specific plan here, just get some interesting builds, spread a lot of status effects. So we're going to do Frost Flame plus Plague Cloud. Mix those two together and just kind of let them rip. I figure it's going to be a good build for taking out the boss here. Might give us more of what we're looking for. Yeah, the one problem is my direct damage is leaves a little bit to be desired. I don't know, do we want to go for Frost Flame first, or no, we should probably go for Noxious. It gives us just a little bit more of that AoE. I sincerely hope this gets an expansion and adds like a bunch more evolutions and combos and stuff. Things that really let you lean into like freeze and fire, various status effects of any kind. We killed the boss with like 0 effort. I could go for the Phantom Regalia, but we want to get Frozen Flame. Get that working ASAP. Okay, let's go for Fission. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get the Phantom Regalia, nor do we need it. It's just there as a bonus. If I had been just a little luckier with some of my levels and a little bit more dexterous about picking certain things up, I think it would have been amazing. Be interesting to have kind of flipped these, but whatever. Let's grab the... Do we just grab the Sapphire Hilted Dagger? We're hitting a lot of enemies from the side, so yeah. Guess we want to be on this direction. Or does it matter? There we go. Fusion. Okay, Noxious Frozen Flame. Area effect from Noxious also inflicts Frozen Flame. Perfect. I don't know, let's just get Cell. Just give me some extra balls for taking out, hopefully taking out, the incidental little bonus guys that come after me. I guess we could also grab Dark. Because I think this is one of those roguelikes that is probably primed, maybe, for some degree of, like, post-launch support. You know, a couple of DLCs and whatnot. I'd love it if it was something like, you know what, actually, we could probably grab the rubber headband here. I would love it if it was something like, Dead Cells that actually gets like 5 or 6 DLCs. I'd pay $5 to get a bunch more levels, more things to do in New Game Plus, structures, characters. Because like I said, we still haven't had like any kind of ball that does homing, which feels like that would be extremely cool. That's why I was really hoping I could do interesting stuff with the mosquitoes. But as of yet, they don't seem to really apply anything cool. Look at all those leech. Unfortunately, I don't think the bleed damage is particularly good. But I also have no way of knowing. All right, there's our gears. We can leave this level. And yeah, let's check our DPS. Okay, so Leech, 3,500. That actually kind of respectable. But in comparison, the Frostflame Plague Cloud was just a ton. Yeah, these two rocked in comparison. These were actually pretty good. This was amazing for the build. Yeah, if I'd had right and left, oh, we would have been able to do some fun things there. All right, I think I have just enough time for one more before I have to step away. We're going into a new region. It is, well, I guess let's upgrade this. Gory Grasslands. Yeah, they got the cart. We still haven't finished a run with him. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like I'm starting to run out of cool builds that I'm really, like, hyper passionate about. I could blitz nuke. I could try and go for Satan again. Hold up. I swear there's alternatives here. Or I guess it's Charm Ball. No, it has to be Darkness and it has to be... Does it? I swear Bleed comboed with Charm. Oh, but it turns into Berserk. So does Fire. So it has to be Darkness and Vampirism. We could try again. This combo has haunted me. Well, that's a good sign. Just go for the ever-flowing goblet. We definitely want to go for the backstab dagger if we can snag it. Let's see. Banish that. Let's see. If I want to be really silly, we could pick up something like Burn Ball and do a Frost Flame Satan. Question, does Satan do... What kind of damage does Satan do? That's Nosferatu. I should do Nosferatu again. Stack of burn stall enemies per second. We could. Let's do like, let's freeze hell over or something. There's the Ruby Hilted Dagger for the big damage. Means at this point I may also want to consider going for... Otherwise I could... No, can't. Yeah, because I could just clone... There is also the possibility that I go for, like, Maggot. Maggot Satan would be silly. I don't entirely know how it works. If it works. We could try it. Well, at least we seem to be clobbering through these guys at a ridiculous rate. We want to get kind of any of these, not that one. 4% chance of charming, heals when hitting a charmed enemy. Let's go for the Curse Charm, because that's going to give us more damage. Kind of none of these. We're looking for another Charm Ball if I can pull it off. Banish Earth, banish that. Yeah, the problem is I need another charm ball to make this work. If it doesn't show up, we have bad times. Well, let's see if I get lucky. There it is. Okay. For whatever reason, I was having the damnedest time getting this to work in a previous zone, and now it just seems to be automatically kicking ass. Maybe it's the extra stats that I've stacked? I have no idea. Max that out so we can get that evolution. Okay, so now we got Succubus in the mix. Yeah, we're not quite getting the full lane clear with this yet, but it's fine. Some of these kind of could be good. Damn, let me level these things up, please. So we're looking for Broodmother as well. So if I see that pop up, we're going for it. Because we don't want Egg Sac. Guess I'm just gonna level up Incubus. Okay, we got some time on this one. Not enough time though. We're just going Fission. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're infesting Satan today. Which is a weird thing to say, but hey. I really like when my balls get stuck in a, like, purely horizontal pitch. Doesn't happen often. Okay. Let's hope we can chew through these guys. Okay, level 3. So far, so good. Level 3. Doubly so far, so good. Then we just have to level these two up. Hopefully we can get the orb. Okay, this is actually getting not super hot. So here's the problem. I'm not able to hit this guy as much as I'd like to. I mean, sure, let's just get the extra baby balls. Okay, this is both going to screw me over and not. Go for the evolution, get Satan. Okay, that's going to help a lot. Might still kill me here. Get that up. Please die. Nah, he's gonna kill me. Shit. Yeah, picking up the sword was a mistake. That actually was almost working. Until it didn't. Alright, so we've had some banger runs. What do we want to do? Well, Physicist. The problem with the Physicist is... Wait, hold up. Have I done Physicist with this guy? Do more damage every time they bounce, but hit the back wall. I don't think I've done Physicist Repentant. And it feels like today's a good day for that, maybe. Now what do we want to mix in? We don't want anything with Pierce. Earth actually would be kind of good. Yeah, I guess I'll get Earthquake. It's not my favorite. Enemy is frozen, they emit a chill to nearby enemies. Sure. So the way this works is, oh, is it just an anti-synergy? Is it not working? Oh, well, this is boring. Never mind. So I had been hoping that Let's see. When they hit the back wall, they return to the player, damaging enemies they pass through. They weren't doing that. They were just disappearing. Unless it doesn't count. Oh, maybe it doesn't count the baby balls. That's entirely possible. Okay. Well, that's less exciting. I could go for it, but it's not... You could just chuck the sun at them, but... Well, I don't know. Screw it. Maybe I shouldn't have undone that. I think we're just going to make it work, even if it's not a good combo. Even if it doesn't have the synergy I'm looking for. Oh well. I mean, it's Flash right there. Do I want to just be the tackiest man in existence? Sure. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. Do we want to see if I can go for Flash Spider Queen? Just get a heck ton of baby balls. Yeah, the question is... Oh no, they do come back to me. Just... Even the baby balls do. Oh, okay. So this is a good synergy. Like a really good one, actually. Silver Bullet actually is going to be amazing. Warhorn is quite good. Okay. So if we go for Warhorn, we could go for the Cornucopia. Let's not go for... Well, shoot. I mean, if it's going to do that... Okay, some of these are doing some funky physics here. Luckily, it's just baby balls. We don't need to care what they're up to. That is a dang stream. Like, that's an option. But it doesn't come back in the way that I'd want it to. So we do also have the ice laser, which is an option. Sure. Okay, evolution, go for Flash. I still feel like Flash and some of the, like, screen-wide hits are a little cheatsy. But so be it. Let's just snag that so we can get the ice laser. Not entirely clear what I'm using the ice laser for. But that's okay. Let's see. Oh. Shotgun. What does shotgun and flash do? Probably nothing. But shotgun and ice laser probably does do something. Yes, I don't know what I'm going to do with flash per se. That might just be one of those that kind of does whatever. Evolution, go for freeze ray. I don't really need the ever-flowing goblet. We're going to banish that. I mean, I might as well grab the radiant feather, seeing as we're here. Oh, interesting, the ice laser is predominantly vertical, whereas radiation is horizontal. There is a world that I should probably give a shot where I go both ice and radiation laser. Well, I mean, I did say I was going to try Flash and Broodmother. Who knows if I'm actually going to be able to pull it off, but at least I can start. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get Cornucopia on this one. I don't strictly need it. Is good, though. Is very good. Okay, are we in a good position? I think I have to go for a fission. Kind of weak. Prep that. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do Flash and Freeze Laser together. I think at best it would be Flash would apply the effects of Freeze Laser, which is kind of nice, but not amazing. Okay, there's our first boss, but this should be good. Okay, so we can kind of park ourselves on this guy. All right, there we go. Oh, never say never, we might get cornucopia. It is really tempting to get the diamond hilted dagger as well. I think I'm going to. Okay. So got 2 evolutions prepped and ready to go. I think I'm just going to go for that. Snag this one, go for this evolution so I can start maybe working on cornucopia. I think I'm going to have just too few fusion orbs on this one, but you never know. There's always a possibility. Let's see. Anything else? We good for this one? Yeah, we can snag this, grab the evolution. I think we're going shotgun. I feel like shotgun with this is actually extremely fun, and I haven't tried it yet for some reason, and I don't know why. Shotgun especially seems like it'd be a banger for this one. We'll have to see what its, like, listed DPS is. Because it feels like it gets a lot of extra hits. The same reason why Flash feels like it's really good on this one. We gotta... Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go for the fission. We might not get the full sum total of what I'm going for on this one. It is very possible. But that's okay. Ow. This is actually like a really solid combo in terms of raw damage. Well, I was going to go for Spider Queen, but we could snag Cell Ball. Yeah, I think we'll just go Cell Ball, get Maggoty. Alright, go for a Fusion. Let's do Shotgun and Freeze Ray. Spawn Pulse from Shotgun have the same properties as Freeze Ray. Yeah, so we have a bunch of little spare fun Freeze Rays that get kind of blasted out. Are they particularly good? Probably not, but hey, if you're going to have a run to make Freeze Ray actually good... Oh. Sure. This would be the run to do it. Okay. So Flash still needs to gain a level. We haven't found the baby rattle yet. We probably won't. I'm not going to be heartbroken if we don't. Oh my god, this chews through bosses. Okay, sure, let's grab this, go for the evolution, get Spider Queen. Silver Blindfold is certainly tempting. I think I'll just grab another Broodmother. We're not going to get an evolution for it, almost assuredly. But like, heck, why not? Okay, so problem being we need to get 1 level on Flash, 2 levels on Spider Queen to make this work. Surprisingly, the damage is starting to dip down. I'm going to leave that just in case we get a Vision Orb. And unfortunately, I have a lot of hits that don't do that much damage. Okay, there we go. Ow. And apart from the lasers, we basically have no AoEs here. Okay, there's Spider Queen. So we just need 1 more level. Okay, there's the orb. Ill timed. Nope. Gotta just go for the fission. It might give me what I need. We didn't even get the flash. There it is. Now, we should get another orb unless it was the one guy that hit me. Which, it is entirely possible that we actually lost an orb because of the one dude that smacked me. Which would be... Nope, there it is. Okay. We have an evolution. We don't want it. We are going to fuse Flash and Spider Queen. Spawn balls from Spider Queen have the same properties as Flash. What? Huh. I'm not gonna lie, was not expecting that. Let's just get this silver blindfold. We're not gonna find the baby rattle. I was kind of hoping Flash kits would have a chance of spawning egg sacs for extra hilarity, but it looks like that's not the case, at least here. I'm digging that shotgun, though. It just parks itself on something and does damage. I don't think it's very good damage. I really wish I had the bonus damage on crit, because that would be absurd with this build. But alas... And frankly, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're winning this one. Let's just finish the ad phase. Okay, so the one problem is this guy schmoves a lot. Which gets a little tricky for pulling off the combo. I was kind of hoping I could freeze him in place. On the plus side, we have like a gazillion baby balls, so we can kind of just schmack him. But yeah, you can't park a shot on the boss. Which is like a little bit of a tragedy, but oh well. Nice part is we don't have to worry about any of my balls running. Ooh. That is a little closer than I'm comfortable with. But we don't have to worry about too many of my balls getting stuck on a group of enemies. You heard me. Oh, I'm so curious about what that heavens are going to be like in New Game Plus. I'm scared of what it's going to look like in New Game Plus 2. I think the problem is ultimately, unless this game gets a major update, I don't think I'm going to want to put too much time into the higher New Game Pluses. This one's nice because it's an actual logistical problem. I have to care about my build. I can't just, like, LOL goof my way to victory. I say as I goof my way to victory. At least there's kind of a semblance of a plan, an idea, a concept, a defining ethos for the build to make it... Shit, I didn't look at the DPS there. I wasn't thinking. It's fine. On vibes, it was good, just maybe not as good as I wanted it to be. Oh, we don't have anything to upgrade, do we? Let's see. Do we want to take these guys into a run? Sure. I normally don't play these guys for obvious reasons. Where are we going? Do we want to maybe consider not throwing them into the hardest difficulty ever? That would be smart. Let's see how well they do in Fast Plus 3 and Fungal Forest. It'll be a good end to this video. I need to include these guys a little bit more. So, I guess minor update. Talked about this in a couple of videos ago. Specific. Wow, that worked. Yeah, pressure. Oh, it's because we have obscene stats. I didn't even think about that. But these guys have like 20 more stats than literally any normal run would have at this difficulty level. And because I completely cranked it to high heaven with those infinite stat structures. Go figure they're demolishing. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I talked about, you know, missing doing Let's Plays and how much I've been enjoying this. You know, the ability to really stick to one game for an extended period of time. I've noticed I've been able to do that a couple of times this year. We had Lumberjacked, we had King is Watching. We had a little bit of He Is Coming, though I wasn't able to enjoy that game as much because it was punishingly difficult. It might have gotten some updates, but I don't know if I'll be able to go back to it in the way that I did. I'll probably try and do a video on each, especially towards the end of the year, since I know they've gotten updates. Also did Monster Train, that, you know, that performed kind of well for a while. They too want to get in on the frost laser action. But I guess as part of this, I talked about maybe wanting to make a side channel. Really? What? Why are there so many enemies there? What happened? I'm baffled? But also mildly indifferent. Are they just stealing my shtick? No, they're not. Because they've got Sandstorm, at the very least. Not Baby Rattle? What? I guess they just do whatever. They're not thinking about synergies. Yeah, no. This is... I'm just gonna let them cook. I have no horse in this race apart from the desire to watch them win, probably. If they don't win, I'm going to be shocked and appalled considering how much of a leg up I gave them. Anywho, what was I going to say about that? Oh, right. Talking about like missing doing series and whatnot. And somebody had left a comment saying like, hey, if the new channel isn't called Wanderbots, I'm going to be sad. That's gonna happen. I will actually be putting effort into making a newish channel for VODs, Let's Plays, and whatnot. Main thing is, over the last couple of years, found out... What? But why? Okay. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. That's just a strange fusion. But it's going to take a while before it actually, like, crystallizes into anything, just because, I think one of my main things that I ran into back when I used to do Let's Play series, that was kind of a consistent nightmare for me, was the fact that, like, I'd get midway through a game and then kind of lose steam on it or have to take a break for an extended period of time, and then I wouldn't, like, go back to it. And even if I did, the viewership usually would, like, drop dramatically as a result. And so... that was kind of a whiff shot. I guess they're aiming for the boss more than anything else. There's the shot that I was expecting them to aim for. But yeah, so I'm probably going to pre-record like an entire series on... I think I'm going to focus on older games for a while. I know this is like the most traditional thing ever for anybody to do. But I think the main channel, this channel, is mostly going to focus on like still indie impressions and roguelikes. I think I'm going to keep it that way. And that whatever side channel I make... Ghost plus lightning? I mean, it's good, but... okay. I mean, it does whatever it wants. Ow. These guys get killed because they have no sense of self-preservation. I'm going to be very amused. More than anything else. But yeah, I've been really, like, my entire YouTube career, I've been wanting to do a series on Digimon World 1. As, like, a... just game that I played when I was younger. Adored it, thought it was extremely cool. I've gone back and I've played it, and actually it's kind of a mess. But it's a mess that, yeah, why didn't you pick this earlier, you weirdo? I don't know, man. Let's see. But yeah, played it when I was a kid, adored it, went back and started doing a series on it. I'm literally almost done as of this recording. I literally have like 5 Digimon left to recruit and then whatever's in the final zone. The problem is I don't think I'm strong enough for the final zone. Anyway, yeah, going back to play it, it's like, oh, this game's kind of messy, but still charming. I mean, it was a 90s game. Everything from that era was more often than not like a weird mess because nobody knew what they were doing. And now that like you have a gazillion examples on exactly how to make, you know, X, Y, or Z game, there's a lot more of that feeling of like, not this is how you make an RTS or an RPG or a monster collection game, but hey, that is kind of what it is though. You know, that there's kind of a template now. Damn, that wiped a lot of guys out. Pressure Valve is actually really good, especially on this difficulty level. Dude just capped out. I mean, I guess he's almost done. Fast Plus is extremely nice. I'm so glad that we have that unlocked. And it seems like the new game plus Fast Plus unlocks carry downwards. So yeah, I can do these runs much, much faster than if I was just playing them at the full 15 minutes, because they don't need the extra time, probably. Let's see what I was gonna say. But yeah, so one of my goals is to kind of do like the full series before I ever upload anything. Have it all pre-recorded so I don't have to worry about it and then start releasing it. Just as a kind of make my life infinitely easier system. So yeah, it's going to take a while before I do an announcement being like, hey, I made another channel. Wow. Watching lasers fly in this game is extremely fun. I think I might try and go out of my way to do a run where I have every single beam that I possibly can stack. Like, what I'd really like to do, would it be better to do, I mean, I guess there's the Holy Laser Maggot. This is working, though. Yeah, would I do Holy Laser Maggot or Holy Laser Radiation Beam? Realistically, Holy Laser Maggot is just that much better. Watching them get these, like, extremely precise skill shots is always really impressive. And also, F that bull, apparently. But yeah, I don't want to have to cancel series just because I lost steam on something. I'd much rather have it, just sit in limbo until I'm done. Which, I recognize is going to take, like, a silly amount of programming prep work, but I don't know. Also less, like, I don't want to say brain effort. Okay, nearby stat bonus buildings get an additional 1. I think that only goes up to 3. I've never seen any of these buildings get better than level 3, I think. See, what is this at? Yeah, mastery level 3. If there's a higher level, I don't know. But I think I'm probably going to keep doing runs with those guys for a while yet. But not anymore today. Maybe I'll start runs with them, maybe I'll finish runs with them, because yeah, if we can get the tactician and the radical up, even just up to like 10, 12, something like that, that'll be quite nice. And also I want to see how they handle the heavenly gates and the void, because that would be fun too. But for now at least, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.